everyone, this is just a very quick beginner video, and this is going to show you how to do UK double treble. In the US, however, this is simply called treble crochet. I decided to do this because obviously sometimes you might come across it in a pattern where it says to do a double treble and you're not really sure what that is, so I thought I'd just do a super fast video just to show how to do a double treble. But I will also show you, if you were doing double treble rows as well, how to finish and how to start new rows so that you don't get any big gaps at your turning chain or anything. So obviously I've just completed a very quick foundation chain and I'm going to work back along this now, and I'm going to start in my 5th chain. Now this only is relevant obviously if you were doing rows and rows of double treble. So to double treble you want to yarn over once and yarn over twice, and then you're going to insert your hook into your stitch and you're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, and at this point you should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops and you'll have 3 loops left on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the final 2 loops, and that is how you do a double treble. So I'll do another one now. So yarn over once, yarn over twice, insert your hook into your stitch, yarn over and pull up, and you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through the final 2. So I'll do one more slowly with you now, and then I will skip onto how you will start a new row if you were doing rows upon rows of double treble. So yarn over once, yarn over twice, and insert into your stitch, yarn over and pull up, again 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So these are your double trebles, and you can see they are very long stitches. So that is how you do the stitch itself, but if you want to know how to do double treble rows, then just stick with me for another minute and I will show you how to move on. So I've just done a little foundation row here, and as I say, if you wanted to do just rows upon rows of double trebles, I don't like to chain 4 and turn, because I find that if I do that, let me just show you. When I turn and do my next stitch, you end up with a really big gap here, and I don't like the way that that looks. So personally, this is how I move on. I turn without chaining anything at all. And it's just very much in the way that I do my treble crochet rows as well, and my half trebles. I have tutorials for those. It's exactly the same way of doing it, except we're going to add an extra stitch as we go. So I've turned now, and in this very first stitch that we are in, where you've got your working end of yarn coming through, you're going to insert your hook into that stitch. So this stitch just here, literally where you're working now. You're going to go into that stitch and you're going to go through the whole of the stitch, so you should get the little V on the top, and then you're going to yarn over and pull up, and you'll have 2 loops, and you're going to yarn over and pull through both. And then here we've got like 2 legs of the stitch. You've got one on the right here and then one on the left here, and you're going to go through behind that left side of that stitch, and then again you'll yarn over and pull up and yarn over and pull through both, and then you'll do that one more time. So you can see you've got 2 separate bits on this stitch, the left and the right. So again you're going to go into the left side of the stitch, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through both, and that now has created it will only count as one stitch, but it just fills the whole of that gap that we would get if we had the chain 4. But what you want to do now, if you're not 100% on counting your stitches and things now, is before you do your next double treble into the next stitch along, you just want to pop a stitch marker through the top of this stitch where you are right now. So where your loop is coming out from with your hook, into this stitch right at the top here, you'll pop a stitch marker, and then when you work back down your next row, when you get to your stitch marker, you know that you need to put one last double treble into that stitch, and that way you'll make sure that your edges are always perfectly straight. So after you've done that, you will just carry on with a double treble into the next stitch along. But that is how you will chain up and move along with your rows, and you see you don't get that big gap that you would get from just doing the chain 4. And like I say, if you've popped a stitch marker into this stitch just here, when you come back along on your next row, you will know that you need to do your final stitch in that stitch, and that will pull your edges up nice and tall, and you will get perfectly straight edges as you move along. But that is how you do the double treble. That's the UK double treble. So I really hope that this has come in useful for you, and I will see you for a normal tutorial very soon. But as always, please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will leave all of my other social media in the description box as well. But thanks for watching this one, and I will see you again soon. Bye.